Every age I turn, I think about how old of a child my mom had when she was my age. At 21, she had a 1-year-old. At 25, a 5-year-old. I try to imagine what my life would be like now with a child. I got glimpses of it carting around children in the snow through Brooklyn when I was a nanny. The brand of mom I nannied for differed greatly from my own mother. These moms were all over 40, in fact, most were over 50, and they had houses and plans and firm roles. These ladies bought organic produce. They were nice, don't get me wrong, but my mom and I had more fun. When I was little, I would sit in the front seat of the car and we would belt Alanis Morissette. Caps for Sale was craps for sale every time I convinced her to read it that way to me at bedtime, and I wouldn't be able to stop laughing. When other 20-somethings were bumbling in bars until closing time and washing hookups down with cold pizza, my mom was busy being a mom. In time, though, I did turn into a teenager who could wipe their own snot and make their own meals. Moms and teenage daughters notoriously spark misunderstandings and melodrama, and we weren't any different. In arguments, I would glare at her and hatefully spit the words, "You're supposed to be a mom." I was adamant that moms didn't litter the kitchen table with bottles and mixers, that they didn't date 21-year-olds, and that they didn't attempt Sylvia Plath antics involving ovens. I've always hated Sylvia Plath since and have refused to read any word she wrote. I forgot that before being a mom, she was a person on their own journey, a person who experiences sadness and needs help too, a person whose identity is not just mom, but also woman and artist and lover. Sometimes I think about my mother like she is a person who isn't related to me. I marvel at how brave and strong this woman is to have raised me without the support of her family. This woman who put herself through college by working at minimum wage jobs while still taking care of me. And I can only feel grateful. Grateful that I have a mom who is not just a mom, but is also a friend.